25 laps the distance. Here with the stock non-wing division, here we go. Off into turns 1 and 2. Flood working the inside. Outside goes the 18. We'll have the advantage here in lap number 1. Here comes the one via Bolin to the inside, looking for second. Mahaffey looking to get by all of them. He's going to battle for that third spot as Kundera is going to jump out to the early advantage. Flood running in second. Bolin, Mahaffey, Breckenreese. That was your top 5 on lap number 1. Field working off at turn number 4. Back to green. Mahaffey sitting in that third spot. Tags the back bumper of Frank Flood. Flood goes around, keeps it going. Green light going to stay on. Mahaffey, Flood, they go bumper to bumper, and the 81 pirouettes it down the back straightaway, keeps it going. Somehow he avoided getting speared by the passing cars, and we stay green. Mahaffey holds on to second, chasing the 18K now as they work to the back straightaway. Sparks fly off of the brakes. We saw it all night last night. Now closes up to within a couple of car lengths to your race leader, .182. Problems for the 18, bounces it through the exit of turn number 2, leaves the door open. Sean Mahaffey's going to take it. Sean Mahaffey takes over the top spot. Kundera trying to hold on to the second position. Now Johnny Bolin with a slide into turns 1 and 2. The 1V up across the racetrack. 18K trying to answer on the inside. Goes for the slide into 3 and 4. Bolin pitches hard in the middle of 3 and 4. Side by side at the line. It continues to be the 18. Pulling away by just over a half a straightaway. Sean Mahaffey last night led the opening 13 laps before biking the car in turns 3 and 4. As your leader, mired in traffic. Problems for the point. Down into the infield. Going to spin to a stop. As we'll see if the green light stays on. It will not. Caution light's going to have to come on. The point. A target down just inside of the racetrack. Able to get the car fired, but too late. Back to green. Mahaffey immediately going to take back off. Almost a second advantage. Bolin, Reese, Pearson, cars still your top 5. Flood. It was a gaggle of cars going after that 7th spot. Cale Drake going to come away with the position at 26. Kundera going to get moved back to 8th. Kuykendall, Glenn James Brady going to be your top 10. Kuykendall able to get by the 18K, picking up one more spot. Good run so far from 15th. Working off at turn number 4. Checker flag's going to drop on Sean Mahaffey. Johnny Bolin in second. Breckenreese in third. Layden Pearson in fourth. Matt Carr unofficially your top 5. Set to go to green. Here come the restricted A class. Three wide for third, 3 wide for second. They work to the back straightaway, side by side. The driver on the move is Jet Nunley. Nunley started 6th, trying to get second of the opening lap. Has to settle for third as they come around to complete lap number 1 with Kyle Hooper showing the way. Hooper in the 11K leading. Garen Howard in second, in pursuit now. Going to look top side into 3. Can he carry the momentum around off at turn number 4? It will be Hooper holding on to it. Garen Howard still right there. Jet Nunley sitting in third. The 24, Cale Lagrune. Then it's going to be McDougal up into the top 5. Everybody a little bumper tag at the exit of turn number 2 gets it sorted out. We stay green. Up Hooper, Howard, Nunley. Nunley again down to the bottom in 1 with the slide off at turn number 2. Garen Howard bounced the car a little bit. Nunley's going to take over second. Jet Nunley into second. Now Cash Lacombe in the 97. He's going to take it down to the infield. He'll clear the racetrack, and we stay green. Keep an eye on Jet Nunley as the field works into slower traffic. Nunley now dives it down to the bottom, goes for the lead. He's got it through turns 3 and 4. Hooper going to turn it back to his inside. He'll hold it at the front straightaway. 0.027 seconds as they go slide for line for slide over in turns 1 and 2. Now Nunley with the advantage into turns 3 and 4. Rolls the middle, brings it wide, and he's going to lead the way as they come around to complete lap number 13. The inside of the 4 of Allgaier to put him a lap down. There'll be some clean racetrack for the moment as we've got one upside down over in turns 1 and 2. Red light's going to come on. Third. Battle for fourth. Braxton Weegar, Cale Lagrune. They're going to start to dice it up now. The 24 down to the bottom, up across the racetrack. Gets back by the 31 machine. Rieger going to come back to his inside over in turns 1 and 2. Not able to get there quick enough. Settles back into the tire tracks of Lagrune. Behind them, the 83 with the slide up the racetrack going after Moorfield. That is going to be Dawson Woods. He'll take over the 6th position. As your leader going to come around this time to 1 to go. But that'll have to wait. Red light going to come on. Driver up and over, back upright over in turn number 2. I believe that's Cal. Field through turns 1 and 2, working onto the back straightaway. Checkered flag in hand. And for the 20th time in his career, he's going to victory lane. Jet Nunley wins in restricted A class. Kyle Hooper in 2nd. Chase McDougal in 3rd. Cale Lagrune in 4th. Braxton Weegar in 5th. Dawson. 25 laps the distance. A class feature event goes to green at I-44. Up the racetrack goes the 63, finds the 93 there. They tap tires for a moment in the battle for the race lead. Thomas trying to lead the way. Carr trying to take it away from him. Dives it across the bottom of the racetrack. Off at turn number 4. Matt Carr going to lead a lap number 1. Matt Carr switches lines, middle of 3 and 4, top to bottom. It pays off for him. Jack Thomas trying to hold on to 2nd. Now Brecken Reese to his outside, squeezes between the 63 and the wall. He's got it. Brecken Reese up into 2nd. Jack Thomas back to 3rd. Now going to fall into the clutches of Frank Flood. Here comes the 81 to the inside, takes it up the racetrack now, holds on to the show position. Thomas shuffled back to 4th. And that's going to be the 12. Gage Robb running in 5th. Brian Woods running in 6th. Gold Roberts running in 7th. Nunley, Bolin, and Condera right now your top 10. Problems on the back straightaway. Driver slow into the infield. That is the 12 of Gage Robb. Unfortunately, his night going to come to a close, and Brant Wood's going to move up into the top 5. Matt Carr last night suffered mechanical failure. Sideline him now tonight, leads the way with 5 laps in as your leader. Coming up on more slower traffic. In the racing groove on the outside, he has to adjust line, takes it down to the bottom, and that is going to scrub a lot of speed off and immediately loses nearly 3/10 of a second between himself and the battle for 2nd. Brecken Reese trying to close. Frank Flood following. Carr off of the top. Tries the bottom once again at the exit of turn number 4. It is down to 0.8. He has lost a half a second. And the 20Q closing rapidly now as they work into turns 3 and 4. The leader having a whole lot of trouble trying to clear slower traffic at the top of the racetrack. The fast line now. It is down to 0.6 of a second. Finds a run at the exit of turn number 2. Sticks it down to the bottom of the entry at 3. Brings it across the racetrack. Puts 2 lap cars between himself and the 20Q. Gets some breathing room back. Still a half a second separating 1st and 2nd. Flood now loses some ground to 2nd. He sits in that 3rd spot still. Brant Woods, meanwhile, has gotten up into 4th. Jack Thomas currently running out your top 5. As Matt Carr struggling to get by the slower cars for a couple of laps ago. Now nearly a second separating. As they work up at turn number 4, Reese going to work on the slower machine of Kuykendall, able to get by him. Flood now back on his back bumper, and it's going to be nose to tail for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Here comes Flood now breaking right to the inside as Matt Carr almost into the wall. Took it over the cushion over in turns 3 and 4. They closed right up on him. Not able to get there fast enough. Oh, contact battling for that 2nd spot. And now Frank Flood's going to capitalize. He had gotten shuffled back to 4th. He's going to go up into 2nd, trying to hold on to it. The 20Q is there. It's going to be Flood at the line. Brant Woods contact with the 20Q. Open the door for the 81 to fly back up to the 2nd spot. Flood right where he finished last night as we have 2 laps remaining. He will close up on the 93. Does he have anything, though? Is they're going to come around this time to the white flag? If Flood wants it, he'll have to come and get it. Up into lap traffic we go one more time. Carr with the lap car to the inside, going to protect the bottom now. What will happen into 3 and 4? Final 2 turns. Flood going to try to get the run. Denied. It'll be Matt Carr with the win.